Today's story is from r/Am I the A-hole by Confused Unsure Help, who writes, WIBTA for holding a funeral for my father against my mother's wishes. I'm 21. My parents had me at 15, split when I was 3. I haven't seen my father since then. He went on to have 8 more kids. 3 were in his custody, 12 female, 10 male, 8 male. I'm my mom's only child. When I was 16, he reached out, saying he was getting clean for his kids. He apologized to me and my mom. She never got the message. He knew sorry wouldn't fix things, but wanted to do better for his children. He offered to let me meet my siblings and said if I didn't want to see him, he'd arrange it through our grandmother. I declined, asked for photos, videos only. I didn't want them to know I existed. I obsessed over every picture, noticing every bruise and band-aid. Eventually, I went to therapy and accepted he was a better dad to them than he ever was to me. I came to see him as someone different from the man who raised me. He was no longer my dad, but he was theirs. I never told my mom I was in contact with his side of the family. He died this year in a car crash. The kids are going to my paternal aunt. Since I'm his oldest child, I was legally next of kin and claimed the body at my grandmother's request. My mom found out and was thrilled. She wanted to cremate him and flush the ashes or throw them out. I ignored her and met his 12-year-old daughter. She didn't want to cry in front of me because she knew he hadn't been a good dad to me. She had seen my Facebook bookmarked on his computer and asked him about it. He told her he had hurt me, that a Band-Aid wasn't enough to fix it, that Band-Aids fixed small cuts, and he had smashed a vase. She didn't fully understand, but tried to respect my feelings. I told her this wasn't about mourning my father. I'd already done that. This was about her dad. She cried. I comforted her, and decided then that this funeral would be for them. Trashing his ashes wouldn't hurt him, only them. With help from my grandmother and some of his friends, we are planning a funeral in his town. I won't mention myself or his other children. I'll write that he struggled with addiction, hurt people, and couldn't undo it, but got clean, and did his best for the 3 kids who had no one else. My mom is furious. She says I shouldn't honor him after what he did. She stopped speaking to me and threatened to cut me off if I go through with it. Others in town are starting to treat me differently too. But I stand by this. The kids deserve a chance to say goodbye to their dad. They are innocent. This funeral isn't for him. It's for them. I had to shorten it due to character limit, so some details got cut out. So Reddit, WIBTA for holding a funeral for my father despite my mother's wishes. Edit to add. The only members of my dad's biological family who I would let handle the funeral are my grandmother and aunt, who are helping but are both incapable of handling the full weight alone. They are grieving him, and that's hard. I'm not. I feel nothing. It's another day to me. His father, brother, grandfather, etc. I would die before I let those men be in the same town as these 3 little kids, and those men know it. I'd be surprised if they dared show up to the funeral, but his friends are helping as well. But again, they are grieving. I'm not. I'm also not going into debt. He left savings. My grandmother is helping. The church is also willing to help as they understand the situation, including the pastor who knows everything. OP, you are an incredible person, and I hope that you are surrounded with people who are just as wonderful as you. You are incredibly mature, respectful, considerate, and empathetic. The world needs more people like you. I am so sorry that your mother is not supporting you at this time, but I am happy to hear that you are strong enough to carry this terrible burden without her. I hope that your siblings can mirror your character and that regardless of the person that your father was, his legacy is leaving wonderful children in the world who make the world a better place. You are a wonderful person, doing an incredible thing, OP. I wish you all the best. Mini update. I've decided I'm going forward with the funeral and may cut my mom off. I have done so much to prevent her ever hearing his name throughout my life, to the point of lying about childhood friends' names. The funeral is 3 hours away with no traffic. She can't stumble upon us. She can't accidentally hear about it. I've shared nothing. My mother needs therapy. She's stewing over an event that she wouldn't have known about had gossip not let it slip. I claimed the body. I will also not be forcing the kids to have a burial, no funeral, just family. Because the eldest wanted a funeral, so she can mourn with friends, family, and their church. It would be cruel of me to take that away from her when my mother spent maximum 6 years with this man to that little girl's 12. Yes, he hurt my mother, but it was years ago, and this little girl wasn't a thought process at that point. My mother has every right to be upset I'm involved, but she has no right to demand these kids get their lives destroyed more than they already have been. Thank you, Reddit, for helping me see that, because I hadn't realized how wild my mother's demands were until this post. She basically wanted me to steal a body and destroy the evidence in my mind. If the eldest was 18, I'd have turned everything over to her and walked away. But she's not. She's 12. She's a baby who needs someone to shoulder the burden, someone to get in the way of the falling rocks. Honestly, after this, I feel it doesn't matter who holds the funeral. My mother will be angry. She sent my grandmother a message and called her many unkind things for celebrating him. And so, even if this girl was 18, she'd probably have gotten harassed by my mother, just like I am. My mother turned my hometown against me. Many there hated him too. I doubt anything I say to them will change their feelings, but I'm going to keep pushing through the snowstorm before me because I'm an older sibling now, and it's my job to protect them from the raging storm of insanity that may come from this funeral. I might update if anything else happens, but for now, thank you Reddit for helping me make up my mind. Even if the decision results in both my parents being dead to my heart, I have 3 little lights to carry forward, and leave the smoking ashes of who I once was behind. That family, the one I was born into, is long gone. I tried to hold up pieces to keep my sham life how I thought it was, but it was always going to finish crumbling one day, and all I can do now is move forward. Today's joke of the day is by Livewire, who writes, I came home today to find my wife left a note on the TV saying, "This isn't working." Imagine my relief when I pressed the button and it switched on fine. That's a good one, Livewire. Thank you for that. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you next time. I'm Miss Noir. Have a good day.